A longtime LGBTQ plus activist is celebrating Pride Month, reflecting on a monumental moment that changed the course of history here in Illinois.
Pat Ewert and her late wife became the first gay couple to legally marry in Illinois. And NBC5's V. Wynn reports that Ewert's fight for equality is far from over.
Speaking to us from her home in Colorado, Pat Ewert is remembering and honoring the legacy of her late wife, Renita Gray.
She was a force of nature, and I still feel her presence to this day.
Ewert says Gray was an advocate, a champion who dedicated her life to fighting for the rights of people in the LGBTQ community.
She started the first suicide hotline for gay people back in the what would have been the 70s.
They were together for 5 years when former Governor Pat Quinn signed the Marriage Equality Act into law in November of 2013. They wanted to marry but knew they had to act quickly since the law wouldn't go into effect until the summer the following year.
She was joyous. She was also quite ill at the time. She was fighting breast cancer for the third time. We all kind of knew that this was going to be the last time.
A federal judge granted their request for an early marriage license, allowing them to be the first same-sex couple to legally marry in Illinois. They celebrated in a ceremony at home, as seen here in these pictures. Gray died that spring. More than a decade later, Ewert says she continues to fight for her community.
I think she'd say, "I'm proud of you." I think she'd say, "Do not give up the fight."
Ewert knows they have come a long way, but fears her community is being targeted given the new administration.
Indeed, and for those that are behind me in age and are still coming along, and now we worry so much because it looks like our rights they're trying to strip our rights away again.
As Chicago prepares for the Pride Parade, Ewert hopes this month will serve as a reminder to never lose sight of their cause.
Speak your truth every day. Don't be afraid. Stand up for who you are. Be proud of who you are.
V1 NBC5 News.
Thanks to V.